Financial stewardship? That's the topic of this month's Smart Money Insights. We want to share with you 5 commitments that will bring you a happy and healthy financial household. The first, stop comparing. Commit to not compare what you have to others. Happiness will never be found where jealousy and envy exist. Comparing often leads to poor discipline and bad spending behaviors. 2. Learn the discipline of building margins. Commit to living with greater margins. What do we mean by margins? Margin is what you have left over after all of your expenses are paid. And even though someone may make more than you, their margins might be less. And why this matters is because margins is where wealth is built. So if you're going to compare yourself, compare your margins, not what you have accumulated in terms of material possessions. Because over time, the margins really do add up to considerable wealth. 3. Learn to be a consistent saver. The key to wealth building is simply a 4-letter word, save. Why? Because saving produces wealth. Think of it this way. Saving is setting aside valuable earnings. This is essentially margin. Joe makes $20,000 per year. His expenses and debt payments equal $20,000 per month. Therefore, his wealth building ratio is 0%. Sue, however, makes $5,000 per month. Her expenses and debt payments equal $4,000 per month. Sue has margin, and she has a wealth builder ratio of 20%. Number 4, avoid debt. I commit to avoiding all debt except in the case of a mortgage. Choosing to allow debt wreaks havoc on a financial household. Why? Because it reduces your margin, which is your wealth building ratio component, and it increases the interest that you must pay the lender. In summary, the borrower is a slave to the lender. 5. Give consistently and cheerfully. I commit to being a consistent giver. It's true, study after study shows those who give are much happier and have bigger financial margins because they've learned to be disciplined about giving away a consistent amount. Giving will benefit you long term more than the recipient. So let's put it all together. The numbers of a healthy household are as follows: 2, 13, 35, 20, 20, and 10. 2%. Commit to saving to your emergency account, your reserve savings. 13% minimum to your long-term savings, also known as retirement savings. No more than 35% to household expenses. This would include a rent payment or a mortgage payment, along with other household type expenses. Fixed or reoccurring expenses, no more than 20%. Variable expenses, no more than 20%. And 10% is a good rule of thumb, the gifting amount. Now let's look at an example. The top line represents net income on a monthly basis. Utilizing the percentages as a rule of thumb, the following amounts are what should be set aside for saving and allocated for expenses on a monthly basis. Exceeding amounts in the expense category can wreak havoc on a financial household because you're reducing your financial margin. Again, the key to building wealth is a healthy financial margin. In this example, the margin can be found in the reserve and long-term savings. However, if you're able to reduce what you spend in variable or fixed or even household expenses, that will only produce a larger margin and more wealth-building capabilities. In summary, the 5 financial commitments to a happy and healthier household are: stop comparing yourself and what you have to others, commit to living with greater margins, commit to avoid all debt except in the case of a mortgage, commit to being a consistent saver, and commit to being a consistent giver. Thank you for watching this month's Smart Money Insights. My name is Josh. Thank you for watching.